Where were you when you heard the Queen had passed? Some members of the royal family were right by her side during her final moments, but some were conspicuously absent. The death of Queen Elizabeth II has inspired mourning the world over. The Queen died aged 96 on September 8th at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. The tragic passing means the Queen's son, now known as King Charles III, will take her place as head of the monarchy, with one of his first acts of business being issuing a touching statement about his mother's death, and then addressing the nation the next day.
We owe her the most heartfelt debt any family could owe to their mother.
But the world still has plenty of questions about the death of the beloved figurehead, including exactly what happened the moment Queen Elizabeth passed away after 70 years of service. In news that will likely come as a comfort to many, the Daily Mail claimed Queen Elizabeth died with her son Charles and her daughter Anne by her side. An insider told the tabloid that the two were already in Scotland when the Queen's health began to seriously decline. As for the rest of the royal family, it's thought they were sadly too late to say their final goodbyes. Amongst those who arrived at Balmoral after the Queen's passing were her two other children, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward, and the Queen's grandson, Prince William. As for Prince Harry, he arrived separately around an hour and a half after the world had been notified of his grandmother's death. Noticeably absent from the convoy of royal arrivals was William's wife, Kate Middleton, with Buckingham Palace confirming she stayed in London to take care of their children: Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Prince Harry's wife, Meghan Markle, was reportedly not invited to join the royals, according to Entertainment Tonight. It seemed the royal family didn't intend on staying in Scotland for too long following the death of Queen Elizabeth. The day after she died, the Daily Mail shared photos of Prince Harry arriving back in London at Windsor Castle, where it's thought his wife was waiting for him. Prince William, who had his title changed from Duke of Cambridge to Duke of Cornwall and Cambridge following his grandmother's death, was also said to be making his way back to Windsor from Balmoral. William actually drove his family members, Prince Andrew, Prince Edward, and Edward's wife Sophie, to Balmoral the day prior. As for their dad, King Charles III, Daily Mail shared photos and videos of the new king departing Balmoral the morning after the death of his mother as he prepared to make his first address to the nation as the head of the monarchy. Of course, the days following Queen Elizabeth II's death will be tough for the royal family, but they won't have too much time to mourn privately. On September 10th, King Charles III will be formally announced as the new head of state at an accession council, which has traditionally taken place at St. James's Palace in London. The Daily Mail's Rebecca English confirmed that Prince William is expected to attend the ceremony, as he is second in line to the throne, but it's not thought he will travel there with his dad. Of course, the royal family will likely spend a lot of time together as they and the nation remember the late Queen Elizabeth II. As the UK goes into national mourning, there are some strict guidelines in place in the run-up to her funeral. It's not clear if any of her family members will accompany her body as it travels back to England, though BBC News reported the Queen will lie at rest in Scotland at St. Giles Cathedral before being transported back to London, in order to allow the public to pay their respects. It will stay there for one day before heading home to England, where the Queen will lie in state for 4 days. Buckingham Palace has yet to confirm the day of her funeral, though it's expected to take place within 2 weeks of the day of her death.